Here you can see the collar with the masking tape on, evenly spaced. If I turn it round, you'll be able to see where I've drilled all the relevant holes. Again, nicely spaced holes all match up. And I've done the same on this end of the collar to fit the end cap, and I've done the same at the other end where the other collar will go, with the end cap with the inspection cover on it. Before I fit the collar on the other end, I have to bear in mind that I've got to be able to reach down to the top position of the strap. If I have this washer any lower than that, I'll not be able to reach it to put the nut on the end. So before doing anything else, I need to decide where this position is going to be. What I did was I took the strap and I tied it on various positions with gaffer tape, so that it was comfortable on my shoulder without the bottom end dragging on the floor. And I also, of course, have to be able to reach down from this end down to there in order to get the nut on. So once I'd decided on the position of the strap, I drilled a hole, attached the strap, put the pan washer on, and then I have to reach down from this end with my arm. Probably need somebody with long thin arms to do this, so that I could get the nut on at that end. That was probably the most difficult bit of the whole thing. Anyway, there it was fixed. The other end is not so bad because it's quite near the bottom of the tube, so it's quite easy to reach into that. At this end of the tube, with the inspection cap removed, you can reach inside to put these bolts to secure the cap to the collar. But at the other end, because it's a blank cap, there's nowhere to reach in. So to fit the end cap at the other end, I've got 130mm bolt and just drilled straight through to fit it. Well, there is the bottom end cap fitted. Before you fit it, of course, you'll have to pack it with some foam to protect the end of your rods when they're rattling about inside. Similarly with the bolts, they're stainless steel, as are all the fixings, and they protrude a little bit inside. You may wish to shorten them if you've got access to a machine for cutting bolts. It's so much easier. If on the other hand you're having to do it with a hacksaw, then it's going to take a long time. The two bolts which hold the strap on, which of course are in the body of the rod tube, I shortened them so that they don't protrude inside and catch on any rod rings. But anyway, it's up to you. At the top end of the tube, where the inspection cap is, I've drilled through the inspection cap in situ, and I have a 100mm bolt there with a wing nut on for easy access. If you were travelling abroad and you wanted to, then you could put something a little bit more secure through the holes, perhaps some stainless steel wire with a lock, a secure lock attached to it, which would make it much more difficult, of course, to get the rods out, get the inspection cap off. But for my purposes, this suffices. So there is the end cap secure. Again, you may wish to pack that with foam so that it protects the ends of your rods. It depends which way you put them in, of course. So it's a pretty secure rod. I'm very happy with it. It weighs 3.2 kilograms for those of you who are interested in the weight. It's easy to carry, both on the shoulder and indeed just carry by hand using the strap. So there's the final tube, 187 centimetres, not 187 millimetres as I said earlier. And the total cost, I would imagine, £30.